All right, so the next part is going to be just lower body, kind of standing and seated. Lower body strength, working the hips, working the legs, the thighs, calf muscles, shins, that whole thing. Our regular lower body strengthening for mobility and stability. Heels up. Squeeze it and back down. These are going to go slow. We get the heart rate up on that whole set of the last 30 minutes. Let's bring it down a little bit. Up. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, and back down. Heels up. Feel those muscles tighten up in the back of the lower leg. Hold it there while they cramp up and then back down, but not quite cramping. Up. So you're rolling off the ball of the foot. You're not going up on the toes. Most of the weight is in the ball of the foot. Toes are very lightly touching the floor. Up and back down. That way we're really, really focusing on those calf muscles. Up and back down one more time. Up, squeeze it, and back down. Toes up this time, stretching out those calf muscles we just used. Roll the shoulder blades back, make sure you're in neutral position. I say that because I wasn't. Sorry. Up and back down. Toes up, as high as you can get them. What you're looking for here, the only thing you're looking for is to feel the muscles working, top of the foot, up through the ankle, going about 3/4 of the way up the shin. Shins. Up and back down. Doesn't hurt to take a deep breath and blow it all out. Tightening up those core muscles always. Up, squeeze, and back down. A couple more. Up and down. One more time. You're there. Grab onto the back of that right knee or the right thigh. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Just going to extend at the knee, far as it'll go. No push here. You just want to feel these muscles contract in the top of the thigh, front of the thigh. Out and back in. Nice and slow. When you get to that extended position, hold it there for a couple counts. Roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure you can feel the front of that leg working. And down. Foot is coming right straight out from the knee. Knee, hip, toe, all in alignment. Ankle too. Up and back down nice and slow. Roll the shoulder blades back. Man, I'm having problems with that one. Up and back down. This is a great exercise. It's really easy to keep the shoulders back because you're kind of leaning back as you hold that leg. And back down. A couple more times. Up and back down. Last one. Bring it up. Hold it. And back down to the other side. Grab onto underneath that left thigh. Lift it up as you roll back. So you get your hands underneath there and then roll the shoulder blades back, bringing yourself upright. Make sure everything's in alignment. Got a good grab on that leg and extend at the knee. And nice and slow back in again. Shoulder blades back, chest is out. Up. Feel that little curvature in the lower part of your spine. Out. Squeeze. And back down. Relax the toe so that you're not overstretching or that you're not stretching the calf muscles, which is preventing you from being able to bring that foot up higher. Get it up as high as you can and bring it back. Shoulder blades back, chest out. A little curve in the lower part of the back. I says to myself, out. And back in nice and slow. Take your time with this. Again, I see a lot of people just kick up and down. You want to come up. You want to contract those muscles. Keep them tight in the front of the thigh. And then back down again. Out. And back down. Two more. Bring it up. Hold it. And back in. Last one. Out. And back in. Leg down. Sit, which you are, to stand, which you will be in just a second. First things, toe, heel, knee, hips, all in alignment. They stay in alignment. Roll the shoulders back. Start with just this. It's a hip hinge. Knees are a little bit in front of the heels. Keep the foot flat on the floor. Put the weight, start shifting the weight into the heels as you do that hip hinge forward and then push yourself back up again to seated. Again, down, drive into the heels, roll the shoulder blades back, keep the chest out, and bring yourself back up again. So this is the form we're going to keep as we go up. One more time. Down and back. As we go up, you can either put your arms out in front of you. If you do, make sure you don't bring the chin to the chest and follow it out. Keep the shoulder blades back and chest is up. Otherwise, you can put the hands on the thighs, keeping the shoulder blades back. And what we're going to do is go hip hinge, push through the heels, and this time drive up to standing, letting the muscles do the work in the rear chain. Hamstrings, glutes. Back the legs up to the chair. Shoulder blades are back. Hands on the thighs. Roll nice and slow down. All the weight's in the heels. And down. And when we say heel, from the back of the arch to the heel. Walk your way out, working those hips, coming out to the edge of the chair, glute fold right on the edge. And again, if you want to put your hands out here, you can do the same thing. It gives you a little more momentum going out. So it's out, shoulder blades are back, push up to a full standing. Don't lock the knees at the top. You still have a micro bend in there, just a little bit of a bend. Back up to the chair one more time. This is as important as getting up. When you sit down, get the back of your legs to the chair and then come down nice and slow and set all at once softly, where you're not hurting the spine, you're not twisting and jarring that tailbone, spine as you come down, which is really hard on the back. All right, one more time. Out, push through the heels, and come up to standing. Couple exercises, the important ones. Outside of the hip, toes forward, hip stays right in alignment here. So your torso shifted over this hip, over this knee, because that's your base of support. And then up on the other side is where you bring that hip or that leg. My hip rolls out every time. I have to consciously bring it in. So it's out here. I tighten up those muscles so it locks into place. And then that other leg comes up, but it doesn't come up very high. And back down. And I do this without leaning out to the side. Try to stay as upright as possible. Up. And back down. Toe stays forward. Shoulder blades stay back. Heel stays back just a little bit. Legs are basically in the same plane. This moving leg may be back just a little bit more. Little tiny bend in the knee. Pull that hip in. Get it in there. You're going to feel these muscles working out there. I'm giving myself cueing. Up. And back down. Most of the cues you get mean I'm not doing it right. And I'm reminding you and reminding me. And back down. Couple more. Man, that stationary leg, that hip should be burning right now. Down. Two more. Up. And back in. Last one. Out. And back. Other side. You know, I've done these exercises for the last 10 years and it's still work. It is a lot of work. Hold that hip in, leg out, toe forward. Don't kick the bottle. Up. Don't kick the bottle. And back. Up. Squeeze those glutes. When you get up to the top, hip is in, squeeze the muscles on the other side, tighten the muscles up all the way through that leg, through that rear chain, and bring it back. Squeeze. Don't lock the knee out though. And back. Up. Squeeze those muscles. So what you're kind of doing is working into the glutes, pushing that hip forward just a little bit, doing that tuck. Using the glutes though on this one. And back down. Hip is in on one side, glutes engaged on the other. This really hurts. Up in a good way. In a I'm doing something positive for my body kind of way. And back down one more time. Up. Squeeze it. And back in again. Oh my goodness. Let's give the outside of the hips a break. Back of the chair, shoulder blades are back. Heel up and back down. Oh, I felt that one. That was a cramp back there. Knees stay side by side. Bring that foot up. One last squeeze and back down. Tap the toe if you need to. Make sure the hips are in alignment. Again, so as I brought that foot up, my hip dropped out to the side. I got to bring it back in and back down, not locking out the knee. So many things to remember. And back down. Up. Hip is in. Hamstrings doing all the work to lift that lower leg. And back down. And one more time. Up. Squeeze. And back down. So when we raise the heels, we got the calf muscles. When we raise the toes, we got the front, those shins. When we did that foot extension, knee extension, we got the quadriceps in the front of the thigh. Now we're getting the hamstrings in the back of the thigh. Other side. I gave me a break there by explaining that. Knees side by side. Bring it up. Squeeze. And back down. Hips straight. Up. Tight. Back down nice and slow. Take your time. Fight gravity. Up. Control the movement all the way up and all the way down. Don't come up fast. Squeeze at the top. Hold for a count. And then drop slowly. And up. Squeeze it. And back down. Two more. One more time. Bring it up. And back down. Again. To the chair we go. So we worked our way around the hips, glutes, thighs, lower leg, ankles. We got them all. We got them all. Extend out. Right leg first. Toe back. Shoulder blades back. A little bit of a hip hinge. Looking for that stretch in the calf muscles. Those we tightened up. Hold it. And back up again to the other side. Toe back as far as you can get it. Little bend in the knee. Shoulder blades back, pointing right at that toe, coming straight at it with the chest, not with the head, with the chest, driving it down there, keeping the shoulder blades back as far as they'll go. And back up again, back to the other side. Here's the one I really need. Hamstring stretch. Relax the toe. Little bend in the knee. Shoulders back, chest out as you lean. Again, chest toward the toe. You only want the top half of the leg above the knee into the butt. If you don't feel it there, extend that leg out a little bit more. If you feel it in the lower half of the leg, relax the toe. Put a little more bend into the leg. Just all kinds of adjustments you can do. Just make sure you keep it straight as you come down. You just want to start feeling those muscles stretch, then you stop. Use the hands. Come back up again, other side. Remember, once that muscle starts to stretch, all that happens after that is the body wants to pull it back again, so you don't need to go any farther. You're just causing problems for the rest of the muscle. Bring it back, shoulder blades are back. Chest out, there we go. All kinds of adjustment needed here. But that's the beauty. If you just do it a little bit at a time, stay conscious of the movement, you'll get there. You just keep moving the knee around, get the shoulders back, dig a little more into it, relax the toe, all kinds of things. And using the hands, bring yourself back up again, legs out wide. Hands on the thighs, come right straight down. Stretching out the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back, inner thighs. Deep breath in. And push up. Swan dive under the chair, hands down. Roll the shoulders toward the floor. Neck stays straight, so when you get down to the bottom, all the work is happening by bringing the shoulders down and reaching back, not bringing the chin to the chest. Roll the hands out, push on the thighs, bring yourself back up again. Feet together. We're going to do a rotation. We got time. Left hand outside the right knee or right thigh. Grab onto the back of the chair. Shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Start that rotation. Back shoulder does the rotating. Rotating. Bring it around. Bring that chin around just a little bit more. Shoulder blades back one more time. And to center. When I get into that rotation, I can always get the shoulder blades back a little more. And when I do, I can turn those shoulders just a little bit more. So I get a little more stretch out of it without hurting the lower back. All right, here we go. Other side. Looking right straight out in front of you. Shoulder blades are back. Looking out over the shoulder. So let the neck go around as far as it can. And then bring it back to center again. Reach down underneath. Just lay on the thighs for right now. Whew. All right, done with that. Bring it up. Deep breath in, stomach out, exhale. Get down on those thighs. Push the air out. Tighten up the core. And refill the lungs with fresh Wisconsin air. Come smell our dairy air. And bring it back down again. And we're there. Good job, guys. There's a lot of good work. A little bit of cardio in there too. A lot of work on the muscles. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you Friday.